It's stamp your feet. Good morning, everybody. And again, thank you, Karen, thank you. We are all here to make manifest the wonderfulness, the amazingness of ourselves. As we move into the seventh month of the year, July, it'll be our seventh month of our year of worthiness. So far, we have affirmed personal growth, self-love, abundance, health, success, and self-expression. Now, we affirm happiness. Go ahead, Carol. So this is our new affirmation for the month. I am worthy of happiness. I deserve to feel good. And I put ellipses here because you can make that whatever you want it to be. Okay, this is going to be build your own affirmation month. You can feel good about your life, about your job, about your kids, about your hair, about whatever, okay? You deserve to feel good about your life. And I claim my joy now. So let's all say this together. I am worthy of happiness. I deserve to feel good. And I claim my joy now. So now we have all those words. We've said them, they're in our mouths. Let's put them in our bodies, okay? I am worthy of happiness. I deserve to feel good, and I claim my joy now. Claiming our joy, nothing claims joy like a celebration. July starts off with a celebration of American independence. Yet, in this great melting pot of diversity, the promise of equality and the American dream continues to seem to be for some and not for all. Last week, Kim Ballou stood up here, powerful message. And in her message, she asked all the folks here in the room, all the folks of color, do you feel like your rights are protected? LGBTQ folks, do you feel like your rights are protected? And I was hoping she was going to ask this next question. She didn't, so I am going to. Women, do you feel like your rights are protected? No. It was written in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The truths mentioned here are the rights given to us, as stated by Thomas Jefferson, by nature and by nature's God. So we have these rights. They are given to us by the divine. And in this Declaration of Independence, they are promised to us. In the preamble of the Constitution, I'm not going to sing it. We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. In this document, they are establishing the blessings of liberty. And yet, rights are taken away, people are considered less than. This promise, this American promise, seems to be for some and not for all. In our unity principles, we know that God is all there is, present everywhere, and absolute good. Human beings are created in the image of God, and our very essence is divine. Therefore, we are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Our lives can be changed and transformed through the power of prayer. Knowing these principles is not enough. We must live the truth that we know. In our principles, we know that we are a part of the divine. We have human rights. We are beloveds of the Creator. And here at Unity of Indianapolis, our mission statement, seeing everyone as love, we, all of us, we are a thriving, inclusive spiritual center that inspires conscious transformation. Our vision statement, centered as God, life expresses love, harmony, and abundance. So we're living that. We see people as love. We see everyone as love. We are inclusive. We are welcoming to everyone. Not only do we welcome everyone, we affirm everyone for who they are as an individual, and we support them for everything that they are. It doesn't matter. We said this earlier. It doesn't matter your gender identification, who you love, your race. It doesn't matter. You are God's loving child. I'm going to read to you, some of you may have already read this, but I'm going to read this. This came from Unity Worldwide Ministries. We at Unity Worldwide Ministries feel deeply disturbed and heartbroken by the decision of the United States Supreme Court to overrun Roe v. Wade, denying the constitutional protection of women's reproductive rights, which has been in place for the past 50 years. The implications of this decision are far-reaching, since there is a real possibility that other human rights are in danger of being revoked as well. Unity Worldwide Ministries believes that all human life is sacred and worthy of respect. Because of our deeply held spiritual beliefs regarding diversity, equality, and inclusion, we stand for the rights of women to make their own decisions concerning their bodies and their medical treatment. We believe that reproductive rights are human rights which do not require government intervention. And we will advocate for those rights based on the foundational principles of our faith. The women who are being impacted by this decision, please know that all of our member ministries, this being one of them, are committed to supporting you in every way we can. We pray that the combined efforts of all spiritual communities who advocate for human rights will make a powerful and positive impact on legislation that will free women to have autonomy over their reproductive rights and medical care. So Unity Worldwide Ministries we can join them in prayer for right outcomes and acknowledging the worth of all people. They go on to say, we often say that unity is the best kept secret. Oh, this is me, this isn't them, that's my words. We often say that unity is the best kept secret. It is time to no longer be a secret. May we each walk the talk. May we each stand up and speak for the unalienable rights that were promised by our forefathers. I'd like to celebrate the freedoms that this country represents. We are all worthy. I am worthy of happiness. I deserve to feel good about my life. I deserve to feel good about my country. I deserve to feel good about my spiritual community. I claim my joy now. Yes, there's a lot of heaviness weighing down on us right now. There's political division, COVID-19, gas prices, a drought, grief. The list goes on. And we can still be happy if we want to be. I think we all want to be happy. There's so many songs on the subject. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I want to be happy, but I won't be happy till I know you're happy too. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life. Oh, we won't do that one, no. Okay. There seems to be so many stipulations that we have put on for being happy. Be happy if you're happy. In general, we can go through life pretty content. We can even go through life being happy until we start comparing ourselves to others. We may compare what we think life looks like, should look like. Oh, the Joneses got a new car. Oh, they got a new pool. Oh my goodness. I will be happy when I find that right person. I will be happy when I land that dream job. I'll be happy once I can finally retire. When we focus on what we don't have instead of what we instead of what we do have, we can potentially be unhappy. Now, happiness is not something that we look for in other things or in other people. Happiness is not the absence of sadness. Happiness isn't the absence of work and toiling or troubles. There is that saying that peace is not without noise, trouble, or hard work. Peace means in the midst of all those things, you can still calm your heart. The same thing with happiness. There can be heavy things weighing on you, and you can still be happy. Unity principle number 3, we create our life experiences through our way of thinking. If you keep thinking, I won't be happy until, guess what? You won't be happy until. I challenge you to be happy now. Now, sometimes it seems like here at Unity, we put a lot of focus on thinking. It's in the songs we sing. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. Our thoughts are prayers. This is the positive side. In the story of Peter Pan, Peter says, if you think happy thoughts, you can fly. Maybe not physically, but if we think happy thoughts, we can lift ourselves up. We can lift our mood. We are taught, say it with me, thoughts held in mind, produced after their kind. Yes, we can manifest our dreams if we want to. And yes, we can also think ourselves miserable just as easily. We've got to remember to release those thoughts of less than, release those thoughts of unworthy. We've got to stop comparing ourselves to others if we want to be happy. Come on up, folks. This is a song by Sloan Wainwright, Janice Stanfield, and Sue Riley. If you want to be happy, keep your mind off your thoughts. Focus on the things you have, not what you haven't got. Thoughts can keep you up at night, they'll drive you to the brink. Thoughts can make you crazy, don't believe all that you think. If you want to be happy, if you want to be happy, be careful what you say. Resist the urge to criticize when things don't go your way. Can't make yourself feel better putting other people down. Remember, words can hurt you when they come back around. If you want to be happy, if you want to be happy, gotta give up control. Take your hands off the wheel, let the dice roll. When you give up competition, there can be no power play. Trust the mystery and let the chips fall where they may. If you want, oh, if you want, oh, if you want to be happy. Happiness is a thumb and a blanket. Happiness is an umbrella and a new raincoat. Happiness is a pile of leaves. Happiness is a warm puppy. Happiness is an A on your spelling test. Happiness is finding someone you like at the front door. Happiness is 3 friends in a sandbox with no fighting. Happiness is sleeping in your own bed. Happiness is a chain of paper clips. Happiness is getting together with your friends. Happiness is a smooth sidewalk. Happiness is finally getting the sliver out. Happiness is climbing a tree. Happiness is lots of candles. Happiness is being able to reach the doorbell. Happiness is knowing all the answers. Happiness is a nightlight. Happiness is some black, orange, yellow, white, and pink jelly beans, but no green ones. Happiness is the hiccups after they're gone. Happiness is a good old-fashioned game of hide and seek. Happiness is a fuzzy sweater. Happiness is a bread and butter sandwich folded over. Happiness is knowing how to tie your own shoe. Happiness is walking in the grass in your bare feet. Happiness is 18 different colors. Happiness is a piece of fudge caught on the first bounce. Happiness is finding the little piece with the pink edge and part of the sky and the top of the sailboat. Happiness is finding out you're not so dumb after all. Happiness is 35 cents for the movie, 15 cents for popcorn, and a nickel for a candy bar. Happiness is one thing to one person and another thing to another person. Thank you, Charles Schulz, for that wisdom. Happiness is one thing to one person and another thing to another person. I am worthy of happiness. Now, I can't dictate what that is for you. Only you can do that. You get to create that within yourself. I looked up the metaphysical meaning of joy because we're claiming that. We're claiming joy. And the metaphysical meaning of joy is the happiness of God expressed through his perfect idea. That's you. Joy and gladness are strength-giving, especially if the mind is fixed on the things of spirit. So you want joy, you want happiness. Focus on your highest good. Not those things of the earth that are weighing you down, but the things of spirit that lift you up. I deserve to feel good about myself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself when you slip. Don't go to that, I messed up, therefore I'm not worthy. I messed up, therefore I can't. I messed up. I'll do better next time. I learned from. Now I know how not to do it. Remember, you are worthy. And claiming our joy. What I want to give to you today is the idea of joy being a spiritual practice. So joy is an essential spiritual practice growing out of faith, grace, gratitude, hope, and love. It's the pure and simple delight in being alive. Joy is our elated response to feelings of happiness, experiences of pleasure, and awareness of abundance. It's also the deep satisfaction we know when we are able to serve others and to be glad for their good fortune. Not just our own. Be elated, be glad, find joy and happiness in the good fortune of others. So start having joy celebrations. Host festivities to mark transitions or changes in your life. You got a new job, yay, party. Yeah. Find reasons to celebrate. Toast moments of happiness as you go out throughout your day. I finished my check-off list. Cheers, yay. It can be water. Acknowledge the successes, acknowledge the good, celebrate them. Jump for joy, dance, smile, high-five somebody. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not just endured. So when you pass a smiling person off the street, make that a cue to practice joy. If you see people dancing at a party, be reminded to release the joy that resides inside of you. Knowing how much pleasure there is in making others happy, vow to practice joy. Smile along with Joe. Always brings me joy. And one last thing, from the Broadway musical You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, the show ends with a song, Happiness Is. And the last line is, happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. And happiness is anyone and anything that's loved by you.